We got to deal with whatever we could get because we have no more news there. Let me see. Let me see. So, as we get it cracking here, me Chevron now. Yeah, we got Chevron on the inside. Good news. We'll deal with some good news on the inside right now. Yeah, man. All right. I'm looking for the actual papers today. I'm seeing 1 and 2. All right. So I'll they send it in. No, that's the Guardian UK. Okay. Nah, boy. Nobody in send it yet. Only has the international newspaper circulating. All right. Outside that, but I got some headlines that we'll go through. Chevron wants talks with Trinidad and Tobago. So this is good news, of course. The Prime Minister's visit apparently bearing fruit. So, less than 24 hours after Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Visesa met with United States Energy Secretary Chris Wright, Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal says global energy giant Chevron is already knocking on Trinidad and Tobago's door. And speaking with the media during Pandavas Pagua celebrations at Palmis Park in San Fernando, Munilal also responded to critics who questioned his absence during the bilateral discussions with Wright, explaining that the Prime Minister attended a meeting of the heads of government where she would have discussed various matters and could not take her entire cabinet with her. Munilal said it was not by coincidence that Chevron expressed interest in doing business with Trinidad and Tobago just 24 hours after the Prime Minister raised certain very important matters regarding the energy sector with Wright. And he added, quote, I believe it is not coincidental, I believe it is not accidental. This morning I received news from Chevron that they are asking us to meet with their business development unit to further discussions on the cooperation in energy sector, not just exploration and production, but some matters pertaining to storage and so on. So Chevron and the government of Trinidad and Tobago will enter into some talks here, which is good news. Like I said, let the little lady cook because she cooking with gas. You understand? Whether you like it or not, she cooking with gas. I told you all there is an entire economic zone and energy belt, if is the term I used, down in the southern Caribbean, and Trinidad and Tobago is going to be the beneficiary of that belt. Suriname, Guyana, Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, and you might even throw in Brazil inside of there as well. So things seem to be falling into place, and we will see what happens there. All right? Let me get the oil price now. So inclusive of that, Middle East tensions push oil revenue up to $4 million US for Trinidad and Tobago. So that's, more good news, I guess. The country's revenue position increased last Friday by $4 million US a month as a result of higher oil prices following the Middle East war. And that sum is in addition to US $10 million in oil revenue, which was estimated earlier last week. Says Energy Minister Rudal Munilal. Munilal gave the information in the lower house last Friday during a debate on an opposition People's National Movement motion calling for measures to mitigate a developing social crisis in Trinidad and Tobago stemming from the United National Congress government's job cuts and other measures. All right? And of course, last week, following the U.S.-Israel war with Iran, oil prices did shoot up, and I think it's about $100 or a little over $100 right now, US a barrel. I think that's the highest it's been since 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Moving on to other headlines, the SOE regulations. So Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Visesa, and I don't believe she had to explain this, but Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Visesa says the regulations governing the current state of emergency differ from those implemented during the 2024 state of emergency under the People's National Movement administration, particularly in how they address freedom of expression and public safety. In a message yesterday, Prasad Bisesa referred to provisions in the emergency powers regulations used during the 2024 state of emergency, specifically Regulation 12, which said no person shall endeavor, whether orally or otherwise, to influence public opinion in a manner likely to be prejudicial to public safety and order, or do any act or possess any article with a view to making or facilitating such an endeavor. She said the then government faced a constitutional challenge over the provision. According to Prasad Bisesa, the administration later amended the regulations 3 months later to remove references to public order, right? She said the Emergency Powers Amendment number 2 Regulation 2025 was signed by President Christine Kangaloo on March 21st, 2025, eliminating the phrase public order from Regulation 12A of the schedule. And Prasad Bisesa said the public order provision had been overly broad and unconstitutional, raising concerns it could suppress freedom of speech, assembly, and political expression. She contrasted that provision with the regulations governing the current state of emergency in 2026. Under Regulation 11, no person shall endeavor, whether orally or otherwise, to influence public opinion in a manner likely to be prejudicial to public safety, or do any act or possess any article with a view of to making or facilitating such an endeavor. She said the current provision focuses specifically on threats to public safety. She also referred to a public meeting held by the opposition on Friday, where members of the PNM criticized the SOE and raised concerns about interference with freedom of speech, assembly, and expression. Prasad Bisesa said speakers at that meeting acknowledged that the current SOE regulations published so far do not interfere with the right to freedom of expression. She also criticized statements made at the event regarding crime and governance. All right? And the article goes on, but she closed by saying, the haters, trolls, doom scrollers, Red Couch alumni, Papayo, and my PNM fans who are self-gaslighting regarding the SOE 2026 regulations as a way to cope with my absence need not worry or melt down. Your loving Prime Minister will return soon, she said. God's killing me anyway. The way she put it across these things, she's killing me anyway. Anyway, listen, Gary Griffith was on last week, and that was a spur of the moment interview. And he said there is no threat to freedom of speech and things like that. I don't know, you see, let me just say I don't know where they get that from. We know where that nonsense came from, that stupid talk, right? We know where it came from. Like I said, a lot of noise. But the noise not making no sense. That's your problem. You're just making noise. Right? Well, noise never makes sense. It's noise. But, you know what I mean? You're not bringing pertinent points to the table and articulating it in a sensible manner. Right? They're not being logical. So it's sensationalism and gaslighting, fear-mongering, and that's the other idea. Right? And you wouldn't believe how many people actually believe that. I was talking to a fellow on, I think it was either Friday or Saturday night. I think it was Friday night, boy. Yeah. I was talking to a fellow on the phone, and then in the middle of the conversation, he talked about, you know, the freedom of this and that being taken. I said, listen, hold on. I said, first off, don't get mixed up. Because at the end of the day, I said, you remember there were 2 people that were arrested in terms of this regulation 11. There were 2 people that were arrested for sedition. And according to Greenwich, and I think Greenwich was right as well, is that All they did is just, the sedition law is not a new law, it has always existed, but you may not have known. And persons may have posted things that were seditious, and they were arrested and charged. And all they really did is just, they put it in the regulation so that you know, well, listen, if you do this, you can be held accountable. That's all it is. Oh God, it's a freedom of speech, and they're taking away this, and they're taking away that. Let me not waste no more time on that. Nah? Next headline. We have the Trinidad and Tobago's entry into the U.S. cartel coalition sparking questions. Questions from who? Concerns, queries, and calls for more information. These were among reactions from present and past politicians following Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's decision to sign Trinidad and Tobago to the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition, the ACCC. Now, Persad-Bissessa signed an agreement for Trinidad and Tobago's participation in the U.S.-led ACCC military alliance at the Shield of the Americas Summit held by U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday. Now, other ACCC signatories were invited, foreign leaders other signatories who were invited were foreign leaders from Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Guyana, Ecuador, El Salvador, Panama, Paraguay, Honduras, right? And, well, everybody talking about the pen that she received from President Trump, the actual pen that he signed the declaration with. So everybody, all over the news, Kamala receives the pen from Trump and this, that, the other. People, I have some videos of people talking about it, but we'll get into all of that a little bit later on. Contacted on the agreement yesterday, PNM Senator Amy Brown said, "We always value our security partnerships and overall diplomatic relations with the U.S. and others. We also value our national sovereignty." Hey boy, tune does always, always have a real good DJ, always can change tune quick boy. He said no issue should be taken with lawful actions that bring drug cartels to justice. The challenge is to avoid using the facade of an alleged war on drugs to achieve other objectives, and to avoid any pattern of focusing on extrajudicial killings of the alleged small runners, whilst largely ignoring other high levels of cartel networks in both the supply and demand countries. And this is a long article, so it goes on. Vasan Bharat spoke. And he asks, well, will the alliance deal with Trinidad and Tobago crime reality and things like that? I think Botiwari was asked as well, and all of them waiting and whatever. If you ask me, these are people that are looking at the world through a lens of the way things were done 40 years ago. I am sorry, but I've always said it. And it's one thing you can't blame me for. I've always been consistent. And in my consistency, I have always said, with no apology, there are just some things in this world that you have to deal with in a draconian manner. It is that simple. So you see all that pet and powder in them want to find out about, they want to know about. I personally don't have no time for that. I don't have time for no pet and powder and no criminal elements. Deal with it swiftly. Understand? And eliminate them at whatever cause. At whatever it is. I'm being real. We have been plagued with these cartel issues and drug trafficking issues, and we now have a little twin island republic that's supposed to be an island paradise, overrun with gangs and murders and things like that. I don't have time for no pet and powdering. So they could sing the song from now until whenever. I am not even flinching. You understand? I am not pivoting on that position that I have held for probably, this is the 12th year that I'm doing Breaking Dawn. And in the 12 years that I've done Breaking Dawn, over the last 6 to maybe 7 years, I have held that position consistently. Before, I would have taken a position like what these guys talking about, right? But I understand too well how the dynamics has changed and how more dangerous it has gotten in the world. And some people, unfortunately, do not live in the reality of the world. You understand? Some of them maybe because they've never experienced or they've never had a crime or they've never been the victim of a crime. You understand? But let me tell you something. When somebody put a gun to your head, it changes your perspective on life and the way that things need to be dealt with. You understand? And if you've never experienced that, well, fine for you. But I pray to God that it do ever happen. Because see, all the twatwa, all of this talk, want to sympathize with criminal elements and want the police to take this soft approach and you're concerned about this, that, and listen, I don't have time for that. I'm sorry. Deal with it. On the flip side of things, local security experts have endorsed the security coalition move. And that is Gavin Hero and they. One day after Trinidad and Tobago joined a newly established military alliance led by the United States President Donald Trump, known as the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition, regional security expert Gavin Hero says being a signatory to this historic event will only reap reward for our country. All right? So you have politicians asking question about thing and how we go deal with it and we do extrajudicial killing and you have a security expert saying the country will only reap benefits. And as far as I see, we could only benefit. And finally, and there's a video on this, but Ashagona's family claims illegal eviction by HEC agents. So Ashagona's family was left homeless after workers allegedly attached to the HDC stormed their home and destroyed their belongings in what they describe as an illegal eviction. Zakia Ramsey, her husband, and their 3 children said they were stunned as the HEC agents forced their way into their Edinburgh 500 apartment on Saturday and allegedly smashed and dismantled the home she had lived in since 2016. She maintains she owes no arrears and was not squatting. Ramsey said she had legal permission from HEC to occupy the property while waiting for relocation after HEC allegedly misallocated an apartment which was already allocated to her. She said that they were supposed to be relocated with the money they already paid, saying that she lost everything because HEC didn't do what it's supposed to do. She said the eviction was abusive, with agents allegedly throwing appliances and household items from the upper floor, leaving the family without belongings, including her children's laptops and school supplies, leaving them unable to attend school daily. What day in mashup, they forget a mashup, she said. I cannot pick up anything here to use. They come here with a mental to destroy, but they destroy me. When the media did visit the home, the family was sleeping on a ruined mattress in the rain with broken household items strewn across the grass, some tangled in a nearby tree. Representing the family, attorney Stephen Moyer, said he will be pursuing legal action for damages, assault, and malicious destruction of property. The media did contact Housing Minister David Lee, who said he has requested a report from HEC management to fully understand the situation. All right. There's a video on that we'll get to after the break. Because I have the video, so I might as well show it. And we'll take a look at it and see what went on. All right, but in the meantime, I want to remind you about Jameson. I want to remind you to boost your immune system with Jameson immunity products. And of course, in doing so, you will fight off the seasonal sniffles, such as your cold fighter with echinacea, the vitamin C chews with the honey lemon flavor, and for additional support, you can try the delicious vitamin D3 chews and ultra strength zinc. Chew, fight, and feel amazing with Jameson trusted vitamins and minerals. All right, and we also want to remind you about Chef Shiraz. Don't forget that Chef has the Culinary Academy course schedule. And there's the old one, eh? Remember it have a new one that he sent? Yeah. The new one, I think, has 6 classes or something like that in it. But in March, you have the certificate in culinary arts and the Easter Kids cooking classes, which is a 3-day course. That's in March. And then, let me see if we get the new one up. Also in April, you have on the 11th of April the food costing workshop and the creative international cuisine, right? So those are the 2 courses you have in April on the same day, the 11th of April, right? It's the date for the, right, and on the 21st of March and the 31st of March, you have the baking and pastry 2 and the Easter Kids cooking classes, which is a 3-day course, right? So, or on the 21st of March, he's added the Asian cuisine. All right, so you have the Asian cuisine on the 21st of March. So to find out more, to get more information, all you have to do is call or WhatsApp Chef. Well, don't call him, WhatsApp him, because Chef is out in Canada. He left on Saturday, so he's in Canada for the master class. I think today's the first day. So you can WhatsApp 3724639 or 7375097, all right? And get yourself, familiar with the courses that the Culinary Academy is holding. And do not forget, people, that Run Stefan Run is on. Registration is open online. So we want to encourage you to go online at trinbagoevents.com and get yourself registered for Run Stefan Run. All right, medals for all finishers. Remember, we are trying to assist the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago this year. So we're looking forward to all of you coming out and lending, lending yourself to that cause. Of course, we have the Empower Fitness Group. They're ready to do the warm-up and things like that. And big up my boy Studio 9, who will provide the sound system. And it all takes place at QRC. You're going to get a complimentary breakfast as you did last year. A very simple breakfast. I mean, you can't expect steak for $200, right? And everything else, right? So we're going to give you a nice little complimentary breakfast. You're getting your T-shirt. We have the design for the T-shirt there. Chris, I sent it to you. Remember that see the T-shirt there? Well, let them see the T-shirt. Nice. So that's the print for the T-shirt this year. It's going to be across the chest, not a pocket print. So it's going straight across the chest here. I'm actually supposed to get the quote from a boy to find out. I'm just going to yeah. And then, of course, you do have the medal that you're going to get as well. So you have your medals. This is a very, a big upgrade from what we've been doing in the last couple of years. So this is going to be one hell of a medal, I can tell you that. And a hell of a collector's item. So make sure and get yourself registered early, people. We are locking off at 1,000 people. I am not going past 1,000, and I understand our numbers are somewhere between 250 and 300 registrations thus far. So we are 250 to 300, and we in the first half of March, and the run is April 26th. So if you sit down there and you want to waste time, and you don't want to be part of it, you don't come late and beg, you're not going to get through. I know I'm telling you. Because when I order 1,000 medals, remember, I don't have, let me explain this to people real quick, eh? I am not the banks. I am not the credit unions. So I cannot afford to waste. I am nobody subsidizing anything that I'm doing, right? So when I say I take in 1,000 people, it means that I'm ordering 1,000 medals. Right? So when you come late to beg, I have to blank you. And the reason why I blank you is because somebody who registered early might finish behind you. Right? There might be the 1,001 person. And you might finish 800. And you come late and you're going to get a medal that somebody who registered early should have gotten. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how I always do my thing. I do it by containing my numbers so that I don't waste. Because remember, this is a charity event as well. Right? So I try my best not to waste. And we try to manage our event as best as possible, okay? You're going to get your goodie bag with your T-shirt and some, whatever we have to put in the bags. This year, we're working on that, putting a few things well. But nevertheless, always remember, on the morning, you have booths that are set up with people coming to promote, their product, their business, things like that. I really had to send a big shout out to Guiltless Gourmet. I want to thank Guiltless Gourmet for their continued support of Run Stefan Run. They always show up, and they always have all the yogurts and all those things, those healthy stuff to give out and that kind of thing. So Candice, I want to say good morning to Candice. Thank you so much. And I know their name is attached to a bit of controversy these days, but I also have to thank Aventa. Aventa has always supported us. We look forward to you all supporting again this year. I know I'll in a little steam there with but we look forward to support all the same. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they usually give us some nice hampers and stuff, All right, so as well as some others that I don't want to get into all the name calling, but get registered, people. Go to trinbagoevents.com and get registered. Now, promo codes and walk-in registration will begin on the 16th of March. So on the 16th of March, we're going to get that walk-in registration going. And that's the next thing that we have to manage. You see, when you register online, we could check to see where we reach. The walk-in registration now allows for us not to be able to, we do have a proper count, right? Unless they're checking to see how many people registered today, yesterday, wherever, and we get an update. I'll have to talk to Sports and Games about that. But because I really ain't going past 1,000 people. I'm telling all of that, straight up. Okay, so get registered. trinbagoevents.com. Walk-in registration, you will get a promo code, and I'll tell you what to do with that when that time comes. But for now, go online. If you're not too sure how to register online, you must have a daughter, a grandchild, somebody that is very, very internet savvy, and they could go up and just, it's very, very simple. You could call 345-3380, that is 345-3380, or 482-5531 for more details. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we'll get into that HGC issue. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Get ready for the highest paying 5K in Trinidad and Tobago. Run Stefan Run, Sunday, April 26, 2026, Queens Royal College. Start time, 6 a.m. Over $40,000 in cash prizes. $5,000 for the first place male and first place female runner. Cash prizes for the top 10 finishers, male and female. Age group prizes, big giveaways, and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Register online now at trinbagoevents.com. Part proceeds go to the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. For more information, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. Run fast, run strong, run Stefan Run.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse, or supply everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsayn, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountains. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. You need to fly down to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
All right, people, so we're back. Now, there's a lot happening, and of course, we want to get to the Prime Minister's visit to the U.S., and we want to get your calls and your comments on what you think about this war on cartels that we've signed up for. We want to get your thoughts on all of that. But there was an HEC issue yesterday, and when I have the opportunity to, get more information on certain issues that are controversial, we take that opportunity. So there was a video that was released. Play me the HEC eviction video with the lady.
Beat my game. Why nothing? This is how it is demolished. You see how it is demolished? This is not a renovation, eh? This is a victimization. It's an Indian man walking in my house and mashing up everything. It's an Indian man walking. I buy that to know it. You seen for that, I know. Oi, take care of mash up my wares, brother. Take care of mash up my wares. What you come to do? What it is what you come to do? What? That is the eviction. Beating people and hitting people. This is a vandalizing and an assault. You hear? This is a vandalizing and an assault. You hear? This is not higher relocation. This is not. You understand me? All you're playing wicked. All you're playing wicked. All you're playing wicked. Eh? All you're playing wicked. What kind of mad thing is this? All you're going mad. All these years. I lie down praying in my house. You hear? I lie down praying and them come and kick down my door. This Indian man pounding everything and mashing it up. The police officers stand up and watch one of the HEC men hit me. You understand? You see them moving? You know why they moving? Because they don't know what to do wrong. They know what to do wrong. Oh, they beat my game. Beat my game. Why nothing? This is how it is demolished.
Right, so that is the situation that happened in Edinburgh 500 yesterday, where HEC, I don't know what this went on there, because of course the tenant is claiming that she was, I think, beaten. She said it because they started with, she said, hit me now. I'm going to call, let me see if I get Philip this morning. Let me see if I get Philip if you have information on that. Let's see. All right, let me call Philip Alexander. Let me see what we're doing. Because I don't want to believe HEC agent just come and say the woman out just so. Hello, good morning, Minister.
Good morning, Stefan. Good morning to your viewers.
Hey, morning, man. Well, you're up and about. So, we have a situation here. We live, eh? So we have a situation here that apparently break out in the news yesterday with this HEC family, a family that was, staying in an HEC development house, and they said they had permission to stay there until they were relocated, saying that HEC had allegedly misallocated an apartment which was already allocated to them, and things of that nature. There's a video circulating here where the tenant is claiming that persons that came to evict her, they damaged her belongings and so on and so forth. What went on with the situation in Edinburgh 500 yesterday?
Well, there's some information that was put in the public space by this lady and also by her attorney, and we're going to leave that alone for if it does become a legal matter. But the truth of the issue here is that she was given notices to quit since 2012 and 2013, and it went back and forth because there's significant rental arrears, and that was what drove them to eventually serve her again. The outgoing MD, Giselle McFarlane, serves her again in 2024. They formally served her in 2025, and it led to this action here. It's been a long time. I also understand that there is damage to the unit, including the sewage line, which is causing the unit below to be uninhabitable. So they need to get into the unit and do the repairs. And she's been aware that these repairs have been outstanding for the past couple of years. So there's a lot more in this. And it's unfortunate that anybody should have to be put out of their dwelling, but there's a reality. The Housing Development Corporation has limited resources that it uses to build subsidized homes for as many people as possible. When you get your home, you are supposed to pay your mortgage or your rent so that that money could be used to build other houses for other people. When persons occupy units without paying their rent or without paying their mortgage, it makes it difficult for the Housing Development Corporation to be able to secure that mandate.
Well, she is claiming that she does not owe any arrears.
Well, she's taken a lawyer, and if that is in the case, the courts will adjudicate on that.
But are you all like, okay, you're a minister in the Ministry of Housing, Anil Roberts is a minister in the Ministry of Housing, David Lee is the Minister of Housing. When these, and then you have Farouz Khan, I think, is the head of the board? Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, correct. All of that is correct.
All right, so when decisions like these have to be made, of course, who makes those decisions?
Any HDC decision, ultimately for the day-to-day management of HDC, comes from the managing director, or in cases where it needs board approval, from the board led by Chairman Feroz Khan. The ministers involve themselves in policy direction generally, and we are updated regularly. And there's a lot going on at any given time. And so we kept in the loop as much as possible. I had to request a report on this yesterday because certain media houses called to ask if there was any information we could add, and I had to get information on that. So that is why I could give you the answers I have this morning, because it was sent to me by the managing director, the security team, and the board.
Okay, because I just wondering, like, I know it's when people owing, it's hard. I have been evicted in the past and things like that. When you go through rough times and you can't pay rent, landlord has come with bailiff and all kind of thing to put you out. But
Stefan, if you'd allow me to say this, the absolute last resort to the Housing Development Corporation is eviction. It takes years. What the Housing Development Corporation continues to tell people is come in and regularize. Don't ignore the situation. Don't ignore the notices sent to you. Come into the HDC, regularize. They're willing to work with people. We have a mandate to put people in houses. So there's a reality here that cannot be ignored, that it reached to this situation. But I also want you to look at this, and I want to say this, right? Because this Ministry of Housing, this Housing Development Corporation, is about ending the corruption, ending the wastage and the squandermania, and bringing the HDC back to its mandate where it could serve as many people as possible. We're not targeting anybody. We are dealing with issues as they arise. You would have seen the Greenvale issue. You would have seen the Cypress Hill issue. Yeah. You would see that we are everywhere. We are on the ground. We are dealing with issues from the top down. We're dealing with corruption from the contractor level, from those with connection at the former ministerial level. We are dealing with all of it. But I want to go back to my initial statement when I said to you that funding for the Housing Development Corporation was treated in the past like it was just to share out like gumdrops and jelly beans. It's not. This is a business. It has to be operated as a business, and if it is operated properly, the Housing Development Corporation will be able to create and offer plenty more units. They have 215,000 people waiting to get some kind of accommodation, and we are investigating. Yesterday, Sunday morning, I was down in Diamond Village in San Fernando to view the installation of a prefabricated house. We're looking at all options. I was down there from about 5 in the morning. We're looking at all options to bring high quality, low cost housing to the people. But the funding that has to operate this comes from rent and mortgage and everybody maintaining their responsibility. And that's where we are today.
But do we even have, you say, about over 215,000 people on a waiting list? Do we even have the land space available to build enough housing to accommodate 215,000 people?
I want to answer that in this. First thing we're trying to do is perfect that list. That list is a long and continuing list that's been going on for decades, right? So right now we're undertaking an exercise to identify first and foremost the size of the need and how many people. There are two types of people in Trinidad and Tobago that needs housing through the HDC. Those who can afford to buy and purchase a subsidized house and pay a mortgage, and those who can't pay no rent, no mortgage at all, and we have to find a way to accommodate them, because this is the Ministry of Housing, and our mandate is to put people in homes. I want to tell you 70% of the people in Singapore live in government housing in their version of HDC housing. Right. Everything that we know and understand about Trinidad is about 13 to 14% of the land space. So there is the ability through proper spatial planning to create and offer housing where it is required. The problem is, and under past governments, the HDC was used as a feeding frenzy. 2 days ago, I had to put out a video and demonstrate that persons with connections in the last administration were able to buy subsidized housing today for $400,000 and sell it in a year for $800,000. And what that meant was, when you buy an HDC house and you get it at a subsidized price, the taxpayers pay almost half of the cost of your house. When you put that house on the open market at market value and you pocket the profit, that $500,000 that you pocket is taxpayers' money. Right. You only benefited from that because you've said and you've applied saying that you need this assistance and you need this help. The subsidy is not a way for you to win a lotto. And all of these things were going on, and we're going to bring, I'm telling you this morning, I want to use the opportunity to say, if you are in arrears, if you are in an HDC unit and you are in arrears for rent or mortgage, go to the HDC, regularize your situation. Don't wait for it to reach with you making video on your belongings in the road, because if you're not paying for it and if you don't regularize it, the HDC will take it back and give it to somebody who will. That's one. Two, if you are in any way illegally occupying any HDC property, we are doing total investigations of everything from the highest to the lowest. We're going to regularize the operation of the whole organization. If you are illegally occupying anywhere, you're going to have to take action to come into the HDC and regularize, but remove yourself from your illegal occupancy. Third, and most important, because a lot of people, we have a hotline. Myself, my staff offer a hotline 702 Phil, and that is for people who are having problems with persons who run in illegal businesses or who have seized control of common areas in their compound. We're going and we're showing people that we're going to come and we're going to show up and we're going to remove it and we're going to clear it up. If you did illegal renovations to your property into the common areas, we're going to come and we're going to demolish it and we're going to put the apartment or the house or the unit back to what it was when you originally signed the lease, and you'll pay for the demolition. When we come and we remove and we have to take action, you're also going to get a bill. The taxpayers not carrying this load anymore. What we're going to make sure, and I'm saying this today without fear of contradiction, is we are going to maintain the mandate to serve the people, give as many people as possible a chance at a proper, affordable home. We're going to increase the amount of homes that are built and provided to the country, and we're going to do all that sensibly. Everybody who is dealing, we have 100,000 clients. Once you're in compliance, you have absolutely no problem. I showed yesterday morning in Current Hills, 2 people had a problem. Their panel burnt over the weekend and they called asking for help. And I know that if Philip Edward Alexander show up on your site, it moves things through the system. So I went down there and gave the ladies some comfort, and they were happy to see us. And we worked together with the managing director and with TNTech, and they're working to bring things back to normal for these people. And that's what we want to be. We want to be a responsive Ministry of Housing, a responsive housing development corporation that serves the greatest good for the greatest amount of people.
Okay, just on another note here, because I think everything is understood there. In the few moments I have left, I came across some information yesterday. I'm not too sure how much of the public is aware of it, because I didn't see it in the paper this morning. I did see the HEC tenant issue, but I didn't see this Bonnier West Wastewater treatment plant. Apparently there was this wastewater treatment plant in Bonnier that, a contract for the upgrade of that plant was issued in October of 2018 at a cost of $3.6 million plus VAT. And then by April 2021, with no work done at all, the contract was revised to $5.1 million plus VAT. So it went from 3.6 to 5.1. And then in 2022, I'm seeing here that the contract was revised again, and it went from 5.1 million plus VAT to 19.8 million plus VAT. And I'm seeing here that in 2023, the contract was again revised from 19.8 million to 29.2 million. And then by January 2024, the contract price was again revised to $34.8 million plus VAT. So we're looking at a $30 million, basically $31 million increase in the cost to upgrade this Bonnier West wastewater treatment plant. I'm just curious to find out how does that happen? How does a contract start off at 3.6 million and then be revised several times till it reaches $34.8 million?
You see, that's why the PNM fought so hard against bringing the procurement legislation into law, because the procurement legislation is what would have identified and trapped that early and prevented it from continuing. People bid on projects, contractors bid on projects, especially if there is bubble going on between them and whoever award the contract. Contractors bid on contracts, and they know that the project might be $15 million, they'll bid 5, and then between them, over time, quietly, they will raise and they will say, well, add this, fix that, do that. But the procurement legislation requires that certain things go back out for open tender again, that you can't come in with a $3.6 million bid and then by the time the project is over, we escalated 10 times the value of the project. The public of Trinidad and Tobago, this information is in the public space because we are putting this information in the public space, and we will put all of the information in the public space. All of those contractors or companies that were hiding and doing simidimi with government ministers and managing directors of the HDC or whatever, whoever was benefiting or helping other persons, friends, family, and finances benefit from skimidimi contracts, we're going to put the information in public space for the public to see. And I want to say this today, everybody's on my threads because all these videos and all this information going viral, and the line minister, Dr. David Lee, was the first person to put this Bonnier West information out in the public space. He don't get the kind of traction as get. So I am now involved in this, and we're taking this as far as this one is going to go, because an investigation is underway to find out how exactly this was allowed to reach here. And then we have information from the utility that is showing that despite all of those things that you just read to the public, there's still no water treatment plant in Bonnier West. There's still no equipment. It is not operational. So all of that went on, it looked like persons were just trying to see how far they was going to get away with this. We are going to bring this one and others like it to justice. And when people are coming on the threads to ask me when we're going to see people in handcuffs and when we're going to see people get in jail, that is up to law enforcement. That is up to the prosecutorial arm of the state. We in the Ministry of Housing, we don't share out handcuffs. We don't go and lock up people. Our job in the Housing Development Corporation that reports to the Ministry of Housing, their job is to do all of the investigations, provide all of the information, and then law enforcement and the prosecutorial arm of the state will be responsible for taking it further. But I want Trinidad and Tobago to know, to hear my voice today, all the wrongdoing, all of the corruption, all of the advantage that was taken of taxpayers' money, that is over under this Ministry of Housing, under this line minister, Dr. David Lee, myself, and my colleague, Minister Anil Roberts, under this chairman, Feroz Khan, and this board and this management of the HTC, all of it. Illegal occupancy, people who have taken, there are people who took houses. We still can't understand how that could happen. You could steal a whole house. But these things have happened in the past. And regardless of who they say, well, that one get a payoff and that one get a kickback. That's not our concern. If you have information where you paid somebody for a house that you occupying today, take it to the police. If you have no legal right to the house, you're going to lose it.
Wow. All right. Well, thanks a lot for your time. We just about out of time. So, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. And thanks for the update and the information, Ron.
Thanks a lot for having me, and I look forward to coming. And if I can't run Stephen run, Stefan run, I will watch Stefan run. But if there's anything I can do to assist you, you could send me a message on the side, and I will do that. I know how hard you're working at these things. Yeah, nice talking to you this morning, Stefan.
No problem, man. Thanks a lot.
Later.
Yep. Did I get a commitment there? We always looking for things to enhance the thing, I got to get on to Namdefco too. Get some watermelon and some bananas and thing, along with the breakfast. And so you get a little sandwich and you get a little fruit and thing, and some other little things. But nevertheless, we're working on some things. But that is the Minister in the Ministry of Housing there, Philip Alexander, on the HEC issue. Apparently, what he is saying is that there is more information that they are seeking on the matter. They're looking into the matter. But he did say that, in terms of arrears and so on and so forth, if you are owing the HEC, if you know you have an arrears, go into the HEC. Do not ignore the letters that you're getting. Go into them. They're willing to work with you, right? Don't wait for them to show up because you ignore your notices and then they show up by your door and things of that nature. But I would imagine that more information will come out on this because I get the impression that he doesn't have all the information. Just as Minister Lee would have called for an investigation into the matter. So we will see what happens here. But on the other issue of this Bonnier West wastewater treatment plant, that was news that came out yesterday as well, where in October of 2018, 3.6 million was the cost. And by 2024, 6 years later, it had escalated and increased to $36.8 million, $34.8 million. And I keep telling all you, when you hear increases like that, from 3.6 million to 34.8 million, keep in mind, that is one project. That is one project where the cost had skyrocketed. You understand? And when you add up all of these projects, right, where these things were happening, you're going to reach billions and billions of dollars in mismanagement and corruption. So it's something to keep an eye on. We take the break. When we come back from the break, the Prime Minister's trip to the US. We'll get your thoughts on that. Stay tuned.
Two fat fellas goes to San Fernando. Heading south.
Two fat fellas comes to Sapa for 2 nights only. Saturday 14th and Sunday 15th March. 2 nights only.
Two fat fellas stars: Cecilia, Penny, Kevon, Zachary, Rachel, and Rody. Tickets available at Dormont Shoe Store along Circular Mall, K-Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, Brentwood Plaza, Athletes by the Park. All Southern Food Basket locations. Sapa box office opens on Friday the 13th and islandeatickets.com. For more info, 683-4843.
Two fat fellas, Sapa. 2 nights only.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing Ostomites with a better quality of life.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Get ready for the highest paying 5K in Trinidad and Tobago. Run, Steph and Run. Sunday, April 26th, 2026, Queens Royal College. Start time, 6 a.m. Over $40,000 in cash prizes. $5,000 for the first place male and first place female runner. Cash prizes for the top 10 finishers, male and female. Age group prizes, big giveaways, and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Register online now at trinbagoevents.com. Part proceeds go to the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. For more information, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. Run fast, run strong, run Steph and Run.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations: at 13 Montague Avenue, Trin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
In the hand and a girl in the middle. That's the gun we need to find. The middle. For the sake of peace of mind. So the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them, because we work so hard. For we deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girl and them. Bring all your friends.
Well, today the Prime Minister and the other hand-picked guests at the Shield of the Americas Summit would have joined a newly established military alliance known as the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition. In fact, Mrs. Prasad-Visesa was given the pen used by President Trump to ratify that partnership. So what does this arrangement mean? Well, President Trump said they are now going to go heavier against cartels in the region.
The heart of our agreement is a commitment to using lethal military force to destroy the sinister cartels and terrorist networks once and for all. We'll get rid of them. We need your help. You have to just tell us where they are.
Now, it's important to note that human rights organizations have argued the shoot-first policy violates international law by replacing due process with extrajudicial maritime killings. But President Trump went on to say that the nations gathered here today have unlimited potential, but their crime problems are getting in the way of that, and therefore he is offering a solution.
But to fulfill that tremendous potential, we must smash the grip of the cartels and criminal gangs and horrible organizations run by, in some cases, absolute animals, and truly liberate our people.
Now, a press release issued by the White House this afternoon explained that the partnership means the U.S. will train and mobilize partner nations' militaries to achieve the most effective fighting force to dismantle the cartels. Now, just on Thursday, Defense Minister Wayne Sturge said this country stood ready to do just that, but needed more assets to be properly equipped to do so. And as you know by now, we try to find out what it is that they need, but the minister sought to chastise the media, saying it's a national security secret. Now, the Prime Minister has made it no secret that this country is banking on the Trump administration to help fight crime. And War Secretary Pete Hegseth said the coalition will be all about peace.
They will know that we're just around the corner. Whether it's drug boats or on land, we look, the America's Counter Cartel Coalition, the ACCC, will be a force for good, for peace through strength in this hemisphere.
Now, we await an interview with the Prime Minister to find out more. Of course, we're not asking about operational secrets, but tangible benchmarks government will be setting in crime reduction, so we, the taxpayers and citizens, will know if the newly formed coalition is working.
All right, so that is the CNC3 news report there on the Prime Minister trip to the United States of America for the summit and, of course, this new coalition that has been formed. I want to get your thoughts on it. The President of the United States also made a little joke with the Kamala versus Kamala that has been circulated all over social media. Run me that now. Let me open the phone lines. 327-7400 will be number to call. Yeah, let me get the Trump clip there.
Trinidad and Tobago, and I have to be very careful with it. Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and I have to be very careful with this because, you know, your first name is very similar to a first name that we have, but fortunately it's pronounced different. It's Kamala. It's supposed to Kamala. I like Kamala better in many ways. And I just want to say thank you very much, but I had to be careful with that first name. I didn't want to get it mixed up because it would ruin your reputation completely. Right? I said, is this the same pronunciation? No, sir, it's a little different. It's Cam, right? Cam, as opposed to Calm. Well, we don't like Calm.
Yeah, man, and the PM wasn't done yet. She also went out to Joyce. I want to big up Joyce, of course, the owner of Joyce out there in Miami. I had the pleasure of being there. They catered to me very well when I was there last time in Miami. This is the Prime Minister going into Joyce. You see that security there? She don't play, you know. The woman that's be by Kamala right through, boy. That security woman, boy. I don't know who she is, boy, but she don't play when it comes to anti-cams, boy. Watch how she knock away Anand Ram Logan, eh? She ain't in business that I was Anand Ram Logan. I think you see when they walk in here somewhere, that's now, eh? And she faced serious to her. And it had some U.S. security there as well. Right? I think Ram Logan, look Ram Logan there. Right. Ram Logan, he'll the Prime Minister and whatever. And she wasn't having that. No. She taking hard out move it. She said, no. Don't come here. I don't know if she knew that was Ram Logan or maybe she didn't know. But this was at Joyce yesterday. Joyce, big up the owners of Joyce, man. Especially short man, boy, the bald-head one. Chris, but he just party right through. The man don't do nothing else. He brought in his handle all the business and everything. And he does just be liming all over the place and having a time. I think I have another video with him in it, eh? But that is the real vibes man or the real hype man. But I've not seen him in this video here. But I can't remember his name too, but when I come Miami, right? When I come up Miami, all right, big up my boy Hayden, boy. Hayden living in Miami there. Hayden say, boy, Stefan, boy, I ain't lying, boy. I couldn't be prouder of the PM, boy. I say, well, yeah, but you know what I mean? I'll go up there and represent, you know what I mean? International thing, you know what I mean? All right, so we want to keep the calls quick and fast. We are 7:18. I won't go into the other stuff that I had planned for this morning. There were a couple of social media videos that I wanted to get to. One in particular raised an issue of the Prime Minister, not the Prime Minister. The person said, well, you know, listen, whether you like the Prime Minister or not, she's our boss. She went up, she represents whatever. And then they mentioned our regional neighbors, the girl. And she said something in the video that I really wanted to take some calls on. But if we have time tomorrow, we could deal with that, right? I don't want to squeeze that in because we have limited time this morning. We have Eid nights coming up in just a little bit. All right, so we're going to keep it fast and furious. Only don't go for a minute, please. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, Stefan. Stefan, you know, it's a real good thing that the Americans have chosen to partner with Trinidad and Tobago. Because the Americans partner with Trinidad and Tobago with the cartels and dealing with drugs and drug trafficking is not a new thing. That's something that the police service have been benefiting from for years. The problem with that is that in a police station, a police officer will take up, well, we assume that a police officer is the only person who have access to evidence, to remove evidence. And we're talking about drugs here, cocaine, we're talking about marijuana. And removing that from an evidence room. And this is being broadcast to the world, that in Trinidad and Tobago, we have and when they ask questions about it, up to now, there isn't any concrete solution or pointed, hey, this is what happened, this is the person we lock up here, and this wouldn't happen again. You can have all the help in the world. If you cannot deal with your situation, if you elect people to do things and they say, well, we go in and we get nothing wrong with getting help, Stefan. But you see when it comes that you're depending on that help, today or tomorrow that presidential order could come down, and next president could come in and just remove that, just as how Trump removed a lot of Biden policies, and next president come in. So then what are you left with in your country when that happens?
All right,
we have to deal with our stuff here, and this heavy thing, and still saying he can't talk. Nobody wants your secrets.
All right, quickly.
Right?
All right.
This government bluffing out.
All right, no problem. You don't talk national security secret. Don't study Yaka Samara and any nonsense. They know that certain questions the Minister of Defense cannot answer. They know that. Don't pretend like they don't know that. You want the national security, the defense minister is saying, listen, we need certain assets. Well, what are those assets? Of course, he's not going to answer what the assets are. Morning.
Good morning. You need to teach people how much 60 seconds is there anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is I was going to say again? Yes, this thing, at least we are seeing, I hear everybody talking about the pen and Ighana pen, and she's so happy for a pen. At least we seeing the pen. Has anybody seen the yam seeds yet? I'm waiting. I'm going.
No problem. God, Father. Why you always so... Oh, yeah, that was the pen there, the sign, the pen, that was, yeah. Morning.
Yes, Stefan, morning. Short and sweet. The woman going across there is for the benefit of the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, and yet people still blasting the woman.
Huh?
I say the woman going across there, and what she doing is for the benefit of the country, and people still blasting the woman. People so simple-minded, they talking about how he get the woman a pen. But partner, you go take a pen over a penny any day of the week, eh?
Lord Father, yeah, I tell you. Hello, good morning. I think she was the only female leader there too, you know. Morning.
Stefan, good morning.
Yeah, morning. What's up?
Paul, I wanted to divert a little back to Greenfield, which part Philip Alexander was, right? It have a situation inside it with, it have some houses like Wafters. When I say Wafters, it is said that two family houses join on together, right? And Stefan, you won't like to see which by the electrical for that is, the meter base. Out in front to the property, in the rain, rotting down. I hope they address that. That's a disaster to happen. Have a pleasant day, man.
All right, no problem, my brother. All right, that's up in Greenville. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Morning. Yeah, the summit was designed for cooperation to remove the drug cartels and to remove the drugs and guns from coming in. If that don't come in, they have nothing to put in the station. So these corrupt officers who doing whatever they're doing, whether it reached there or it didn't reach there, whether they remove it, that will be something of the past. And we need to look at the future and how we're moving forward. I have people talk about sovereignty and trala, and you have to get permission from the Caribbean and all kind of nonsense. It's a sovereign nation. The Prime Minister can do what you want and she's doing it. Have a good day, man.
Yeah. I don't know where this whole question of our sovereignty and all. Look, morning.
Stefan.
Yes.
I want to congratulate the Prime Minister this morning on taking the country into the future with diplomacy and into a new direction, because this is about change. This is the change we're talking about.
Right.
International change, local change.
Okay.
Right? Change with stability. Right? Change with diplomacy. And I must congratulate the Prime Minister, because we're going into a new era of change into the future. And we Prime Minister taking it boldly, solely, and soundly. If you understand what I'm saying.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, man.
So, congrats to the Prime Minister coming from the coast of North Shalavanti. Looking out to see somebody from the party, because you know we are alone down here fighting in the struggle. Right? East and west.
All
so
right.
we have Mr. John and whoever in authority.
All right,
Right? But
brother.
congratulations to the Prime Minister for his diplomacy in the highest standard.
All right,
That's
man.
my take.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let me keep it going. Let me keep it going. Let me keep it pumping. Hello, good morning.
The highest standard. All right, my take. Yeah, no problem.
Morning, morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, caller, go ahead.
Stefan.
Yep.
Stefan, yeah, are we the only Caribbean country that this drugs are affecting?
If we are the only one,
other Caribbean countries, are they profiting from the drug trade? About good day.
All right. Well, I can't speak for the rest of them of the islands, but I could tell you we are the ones closest to the zone, and we've always been a transshipment point for decades. Morning.
Good morning. Congrats to Trinidad and Tobago, and that vision with Kamala is a good positive one. But Stefan, you notice anything about this TTPS for this longest while, boy, for the past couple of weeks, every single thing making news, right? Not good news concerning the police service. When you watch here, when you watch everything concerning something the police involved in. If it's not shooting, it's drugs, crime, something, kidnapping, something. And I mean, the only person was really having them police battered in the crease was be real Gary Griffith.
Right.
Nothing put in place. Yes, here every week you're hearing something. You put the TTPS and the commission and not say, well, okay, we started to put things in place to deal with these corrupt police officers. That's why they're just going out of hand.
Okay.
Thank you, Stefan.
Yeah, man. Who? Where that whistling come from? What? Are you hearing somebody whistling? You hear it? Wait, have a chicky chong in here? Or when it was on the phone? I hear this whistling. I want to know where's that. Morning. It really throw me off there, no? Morning.
Yeah, morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
We have some of these die-hard PNM supporters, and I'm making an issue our Prime Minister's expression after she received this pen from Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know, the way how they trying to make that an issue as well, and you know, Mrs. Kamala is not the first PM to meet with a U.S. president, and all this sort of, dumb talk. You understand? I mean, all this keep picking at shows. Look, I seen on the Express about the children's hospital, and it have no name and all sort of thing. Oh gosh, all the PNM people let's give up on this thing now, but give me a rest now, but oh gosh, man.
Oh God! All right, cool, man, no problem. I even heard they asked the opposition leader if she was consulted on anything that the Prime Minister would be discussing with. Why would the opposition leader be consulted? I'm trying to understand that. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Are we independent or dependent? And the second thing, the man who shoot them two parents in Vancouver, why we not hearing the man get apprehended? What happened then?
A man shot who?
The two parents in Vancouver, and leave the child as an orphan.
That was yesterday?
Parentless. No, the Carnival Friday when that happened, how long that happened? And we didn't hear nothing. What happened then?
Oh, you talk about the man. Oh, you mean the man who in the park?
Yeah, that's what.
And yeah, we are here not more the man get apprehended, not at all.
I'm telling you, so something wrong, man. Something wrong. Like everybody just stop working on. I go on.
Boy, and hey, all don't bottle it, eh? Don't bottle it. That's Arsenal bad, you know. Don't bottle it. Morning, final caller.
Hello, President. Morning, Stefan.
Yes, I.
If every time you open your newspaper or you look on your social media and all you can see is negative about the country, I'm not politically affiliated, right?
Right.
I just waited to see. I'm making it clear first. I just waiting to see. I just waiting to see how things go. But if every time you open your newspaper and you can only see negative things and nothing positive, then something really wrong with the country.
Okay.
You understand? It was a certain quarter, all he start off opening with one hand, and then he started to go down negative in the next hand. And if you could only see negative and not the positive, so it have positive things too, no?
Yeah.
Then something really wrong with my country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bud. I just want to say before we go to the break, Ricky, call me on that printing and them promo codes there. I hear the sizing might be a problem, so we go deal with that. All right, let me take this final call. This final caller. Hello, good morning. Final caller, go ahead.
Yeah, Stefan, what I call it about is news source criticizing our Prime Minister because of age-related issues like, walking and whatnot. Tell her she get old now, so she cannot walk again, just like us. But remember, we cannot change ugly. So let's just cut her mouth, okay? Bye-bye.
No problem. Listen, I do. You can cut the line there. All right. Thanks a lot, callers. You see how much I could have take when everything was nice and short and quick. Yeah, I don't tie up myself with people like News Source and them. She had to issue a public apology to Gary Griffith the other day. She had about 6 more matters in the court, and I mean, she was getting a she was well paid under the last administration to do what she used to do. If I could get that kind of money, boy, here I tell you, boy, 30 grand a month, partner. That's what these social media people get and are paid, right, to put out whatever they had to put out for the opposition and whatever. I just come here to deal with the facts, right? Look, the Prime Minister's visit, I look at it, I'm looking at it and taking it in a positive. If you are not taking it in a positive, something is terribly wrong with you. Especially when this morning you are seeing that 24 hours after she sat and spoke to the energy, the energy, well, I know it's not minister, but the person in charge of energy in the United States of America, the head of energy, Chevron is looking to do business with Trinidad and Tobago. It's the same thing, ExxonMobil. After 25 years of doing absolutely no business in Trinidad and Tobago, as soon as the government changed, just a few months later, they was ready to do business. Shell has also signed with the Venezuelan government, so in terms of exploration and things like that, that business will start to take place. And now Chevron is going to have talks with TNT. So things are moving, the wheel is turning. And I think it's going to start turning faster and faster when we get a hold of the crime situation, because we're going to be able to open up many, many more sectors that are suffering because of this crime scourge that the country has had to deal with. Now, what America is going to be able to provide, I do not know. The U.S. president said they were currently building some ships, battleships and so on and so forth, at least 10 or 12 more. He said hopefully they don't have to use them. They don't want to use them, but, having them doesn't hurt. But whatever assistance we could get from the U.S. military is a plus, because it's going to be added to our Coast Guard resources. And I think if the United States of America puts a couple ships or lends a couple ships to Trinidad and Tobago for patrolling the borders, I think we're gonna have an impact on the drugs coming from South America to Trinidad. Delcy Rodriguez, of course, is playing ball as she ought to. Like I keep telling people when they talk about Delcy Rodriguez, say this about the Prime Minister, I say, listen, forget Delcy Rodriguez. Delcy Rodriguez could bomb she gone from now till whenever. But once the boss man say, hey, we're going to do business with these people here, ABC, XYZ, cross the T's and dot the I's. Delcy just had to do so, right? But she will be out of there in time to come when they organize for the Venezuelan people to have their free and fair elections. And I'm very sure that Delcy Rodriguez will be gone at that point in time and there will be a new administration in place. But in terms of the energy sector, we see where we're going to be benefiting. That refinery, of course, the Prime Minister and President Trump, hopefully they would have had talks on the refinery, or the head of energy in the United States of America, maybe opening back that, reopening the refinery was part of the discussion, and we will see if we're going to acquire that money to reopen that refinery, because it's going to take about $1 billion or something to that effect the last time I saw. That is what the Rowley administration cost the country, right? Because they had to shut it down. There is no report that said shut down the refinery, none. Solomon report, Lashley report, none of the reports spoke to shutting it down. They did that. And they know why they did it. And now we hear that we have all that oil and gas and everything right there in the southern hemisphere, right? And we have the only refinery, the closest refinery to all of them, and it's shut down. Now, how much money Trinidad and Tobago could I be making? Anyway, I'm going to even go down that road. We will see what happens in the coming months as it relates to these matters here that would have taken place between our Prime Minister and the President of the United States, and then collectively in terms of the region, right? In terms of South America and Guyana and so on and so forth. So we'll see what happens there. All right? It's early. All right? Don't let nobody fall ahead, tell no, oh, they ain't getting no information. I mean, it's early. I don't even know if the Prime Minister is back in the country yet. Because the video by Joyce there, that was yesterday. So I don't know if she reached back in the country. I don't even know. But on another note, and to leave you with this, I woke up to this morning. I want some clarification on it because I don't want to, it ain't looking like it fake. It looking authentic, but I have to check it. But there has been a City of Lauderhill proclamation, apparently, the Kamala Day, the one labeled Kamala Day. Oh God, they go get sick in the stomach now, Lord Father, here I tell you. Pop that picture for me quick. Right. So, whereas the City of Lauderhill is proud of its vibrant multicultural community and values the rich cultural heritage and contributions of all Caribbean nationals and the diaspora who have helped shape the social, cultural, and economic fabric of South Florida, and whereas the Trinidad and Tobagonian community has established a vibrant and growing presence within the City of Lauderhill and throughout South Florida, enriching the city's cultural landscape through its traditions, entrepreneurship, public service, and civic leadership, while continuing to strengthen the social and economic vitality of our diverse and thriving community. And whereas the Honorable Kamla Persad-Bissessar, SC, MP, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, has demonstrated distinguished leadership and dedicated public service to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and to the global Caribbean community. And whereas Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar has made history through her leadership and steadfast commitment to democracy, education, national development, and opportunity, inspiring women and girls across the Caribbean and across the world. And whereas the month of March is celebrated as Women's History Month, and March 8th is recognized globally as International Women's Day, honoring the transformative role and achievements of women and encouraging continued progress towards equality and empowerment. And whereas the visit of Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to the city of Lauderhill as part of her engagement with the South Florida diaspora strengthens the bonds of friendship, shared heritage, and mutual respect between our communities. And whereas this proclamation has been requested by Mayor Denise D. Grant, and now therefore I, Denise D. Grant, Mayor of the city of Lauderhill, along with Vice Mayor Richard Campbell, Commissioners Sarai Martin, Melissa P. Dunn, and John T. Hodgson, do hereby proclaim March the 8th, 2026 as the Honorable Kamla Persad-Bissessar, SC MP, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago Day. Now, I have to go and check this to see if this is absolutely legitimate. I woke up to this morning, was on my phone. I know Hayden is out there in Miami. Hayden, just message me and tell me if this is authentic, please. It's looking authentic. I do not know if it is authentic. All right? So I'm just saying, I put it out there. But if it is authentic, because his signature and everything down there, right? I could Google it, I should have Googled it, but nevertheless. I want Hayden no do that for me. Hayden no message me. Because Hayden is right here. And we Fort Lauderdale is where we go to cover the Juve and the Carnival, the Miami Carnival action. So, you know, March the 8th, Kamla Persad-Bissessar Day. I don't know. We'll see if that's authentic. We will return after this with Eden Heights. Stay tuned.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it was that layer.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C, and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Introducing the new Sun Mix Nut Bar. Available in 3 delicious flavors: granola raisin nut, almond cranberry crunch, and coconut almond crisp. All packed on a rich bed of dark chocolate.
Taste the good life, snack right. Taste the good life anytime. The good life. Sun Mix.
Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar. Taste the good life.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, people, so we're back. I can confirm that March 8th has been declared in the, in Fort Lauderdale as the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa Day. That's actually why she went to Joy's yesterday. The presentation was done at Joy's. All right, so I now understand the two. But Dago, you know, Dago was in Joyce yesterday. Is Dago send the video footage? Yeah, but he cannot tell me, he cannot send footage of the presentation. he get the entrance and he get the presentation. Oh gosh, boy. All right, so I'll tell you what. We got Edenites with us. Dr. Navarro, Dr. Thompson on the inside. We're going to bring them in via Zoom. We were dealing with the kidney last week, and we will continue that conversation, I understand, this week. Yes, gentlemen. Morning.
Well, morning. Well, we have Dr. Thompson will start, and I will take the last 7 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
All right, that's...
Dr. Thompson.
All right, good morning to everyone. Morning, Stefan. Morning,
morning, man.
All right. Well, I know you're always having some fiery conversations, so won't get too much into that.
At all.
You enjoy that. Yeah, you enjoy that.
Yes, I.
All right. Good morning to everyone that, of course, that are listening. Of course, we just want to basically go back on the kidney, looking at part 2, and that is, you know, what really causes damage to the filters of the kidney. All right. This is something I want to just narrow into. And then we'll close off this conversation for the kidney. Of course, we could talk wholly on kidney issues. And there's so many persons that actually have kidney issues and they don't even know. As we said before, it's something that happens silently. So it develops silently over time. And the only time a person would actually know is when they actually go on tests to see what's going on. Right? Some persons will do ultrasounds. Some will do blood tests, which just to give persons an idea, creatinine, blood urine nitrogen. We'll explain that in another segment. Right. Other than that, the main thing is making sure that those filters actually work properly. Once the filters of the kidney is not working as they're supposed to, then the kidneys cannot get rid of things like waste that is actually coming in, or basically to circulate nutrients that are coming into the kidney area. Remember, the kidneys is consistently filtering the blood. Right. As filtering blood, right, there will be certain things that the body will need. There will also be certain things that the body have to get rid of. So that's like, you know, so what also causes damage to the kidney is actually excess fluids as well. Now, persons will actually find this one kind of strange, but the best way to know if a person is actually hydrated properly is really to look at the urine, because urine can give you a really good indicator. Because many times persons actually just drink a lot of water and they don't know if they're really hydrated or not. One way to do is check the urine, the color of the urine. So most of the time, of course, it comes out slightly yellow, and that's a good indicator for good hydration. If it's very dark, then you need to drink enough water. Okay. If it's, let's say, brown, usually is an indication that there's a liver issue. And of course, if it's red, well, you're looking at blood that's actually coming from the kidneys, or even maybe from the bladder as well. What I actually wanted to touch on carefully today is there's a lot of persons actually have like high blood pressure, and it, of course, it's plaguing a lot of persons. That's another one you don't even know until you actually test to really see what's going on within the kidney. So we look at high blood pressure, and apart from diabetes, of course, as the leading causes of kidney problems. Of course, there are certain types of medications that fall into place with that as well too, which do cause damage to the kidneys as well. But the main thing with high blood pressure, when a person gets a force of blood, basically pushing against the walls of these blood vessels, automatically that actually causes damage to the walls of the blood vessel. Of course, that will link to heart disease, circulatory issues as well too. Then we also looking at, so imagine actually what happens over a period of time. This constant force of pressure. So picture it picture, you know, the inside of a hose, what tends to happen. After a while, the force that is actually going on, now it's supposed to be built to actually take that pressure. But when it's not being taken care of properly, you know, when the hose start to kink like that, or when there's issues actually going on where you're not wrapping it up properly or taking care of it, eventually after a while, the walls actually starts to break down. And then you have to throw it that hose and get a new one. Just with your blood vessels actually like that. After a while, because of the constant damage of that high force, of course, your body is built to take that. But because of, let's say, either high salts that's coming in, high protein that's coming in, there's, of course, sometimes you're looking at, let's say, certain things like high sugars that are there. That's causing damage to the blood vessels, the walls of the blood vessels. Of course, there's blood vessels that go to the kidneys as well, too. So you're looking at that causing the damage. And eventually, of course, that's going to cause damage to the filters. So what sodium does, I just want to touch on this. Salt is actually very important. Without it, you won't be able to balance, let's say, fluids in the body properly. But too much of it causes fluids to build up very quickly. And persons can actually test this for themselves. If they use a very high salt diet, after a while, you start getting lots of fluid that's actually building up into the tissues. So I will also say to just be mindful of it. You need it, but you just don't overdo on anything in any case. When you think about it, you cannot overdo on anything. I also wanted to share, before we go on to Dr. Navarro, the protein. From the time a person discovered that they have like a decline in the kidneys, I always basically mention to them, start cutting back on the amount of protein that you're eating. All right. Of course, it's good to do weight training exercises so you can keep the muscle on the body.
Right.
But you have to cut back on the protein because the body cannot handle that amount, or the kidneys cannot handle that amount that is coming in, because the kidneys is consistently filtering. So when there's a rise in the blood pressure, there's actually damage to the nephrons, or basically to the filters. When there's a rise in the blood sugar, because the blood actually becomes very sticky, all right? Or basically they start to coagulate. Once that happens, so that particular person, they develop circulation issues, and then, of course, that causes damage to the kidneys as well. So that's why we always have to look at blood carefully. So that's why when persons come into the clinic, we're looking at blood. We're looking to see what's going on. Of course, we could send persons for scans and those type of things. But we're looking at the blood to see if there's any clustering or basically sticking together of these blood cells. Once that is happening, automatically, the blood pressure levels will start fluctuating. Once you say there's a fluctuation, then you need to check these blood vessels to see what's going on. Not everybody will be able to pay the money to check the blood vessels, right? Because things like angiogram and those things are expensive. But simple tests that a person can actually do is live blood tests that can give you an indicator of if those cells are being sticky. Once that is actually happening, inflammation level increases, and then problem actually starts coming on, right? So I'll just shut off for now, and Dr. Navarro will take it on there. Yeah.
So, Dr. Navarro, ball over to you.
Yeah, my ball. I'm going to bowl a googly. Yeah. Right. Well, the important thing is with kidney problems, of course, there's no signs. That's the main thing about it. Most people don't even know they're going into renal failure. And that's why we were talking about there are certain medications and drugs that people may use. Painkillers, for instance. A lot of people who have simple knee pain, back pain, or any arthritic pain, they may be using a particular painkiller, and eventually that painkiller starts to create problems. And as Dr. Thompson said, not only that, they may also have high blood pressure, they may also be diabetic. And that also increases the risk of renal failure, of course. And the damage to the nephrons, that's the problem. Poor circulation. And I remember reading this particular doctor, I think it's Dr. Wallace is his name. He did he was a vet and then he became a medical doctor after. He did autopsies on about 1,000, about 1,500 dogs who had renal failure. And in every single case, the dogs' kidneys had poor circulation. There was poor circulation to the kidneys, and in that instance, the dog suffered from renal failure. So the idea is to keep the circulation, the blood flowing properly. Of course, again, minimizing the type of toxic foods that you're eating. There are foods that can create problems with the kidneys. So we need to, from time to time, do just like a liver flush, you do a kidney flush. All right. Watermelon juice, if of course once you're not diabetic, watermelon juice, cucumber juice. Cucumber is a very good diuretic, and it also helps to flush the kidneys. Things like parsley, people don't realize how good parsley is. Take a bundle of parsley. This is just simple thing that you can do to clean the kidneys out. Bundle of parsley. You boil the parsley for 7 minutes. You strain it. You can put the rest in the fridge. You drink a glass, and you drink the parsley over a period of a week. That disinfects and cleans the kidneys, right?
Okay.
So simple things like that keeps your kidneys functioning good. All right. So these are little tips I'm giving to people so that they can know. Go in your market, get yourself some parsley, boil it, not for long, 7 minutes, strain it, put it in the fridge, and have a glass throughout the day, and keep drinking it for about a week. That should help to cleanse the microfilters or the nephrons on your kidneys. Okay.
All right.
Of course, we have treatments. This is it. But first of all, most of the time we pick up there's renal problems with the live blood analysis. We pick up the renal problems, and we always go and do. Of course, it's good to do an EGFR. An EGFR will let you know what stage of renal failure you're at, if you have, or if your kidneys are functioning. Once it's not below, I think it's 50, 90 and above is good. 90 and upwards is good. So you want to make sure that the kidneys are functioning at the optimum. And it's a good test to do for those of you who are not sure. A simple urine test too. If there's protein, excessive protein, it shows up. If there's traces of blood, it will also show up. So these are things that they need to know. If, for instance, you have a sudden swelling of the ankles, your ankles swelling, you find that you're getting some itching on the body, you're feeling fatigued, you're feeling tired, you need to make some checks to see what's going on. All right, and we do all those things at the clinic. And of course, even with the live blood analysis, I mean, we could pick up that there is issues with the kidneys. And then we do the further test to confirm if that's the case. So these are things, the intravenous and all the let me say this, all the oxidative therapies, everyone, the ozone, the HP, the ozonated saline, the hyperbaric therapy, all these help to increase blood flow throughout the body. So these are treatments that we have available with a proper diet plan. Of course, now the other thing is I want to mention that if a person if they have renal problem, we have a specific low potassium diet plan. As Dr. Thompson said, the sodium to potassium ratio has to be proper.
Okay.
So what we do, if there are renal issues, you need to go on a low potassium diet plan. And let me say this too. There are meats on the low potassium diet plan, but science has shown that the simple peas and beans is more effective in regulating low potassium levels than using the tilapia or the tuna, because these are all fish that are low in potassium. But we don't recommend it. We normally stick to a vegan diet, and of course there are supplements, like I was telling them about this particular supplement that I have here. This particular supplement, I have quite a few renal patients on it, and they are doing very, very well. One in particular, he was a lot of foamy urine. Well, that's one of the signs. And within a week or 2 weeks, that disappeared. He was itching a lot. The itching stopped. The ankles were swollen. The ankles went down.
Right.
And so far, we're seeing good progress. I have another one way down in Maruga, a lady, and her kidneys were pretty bad. But since she started the program, you could see the changes. I remember they holding her, two people holding her to walk into the clinic. Now she's walking in on her own. She has energy. She's up in the morning. She cleaning the house. She cooking and all those things. She still has a little shortness of breath, but not much. But other than that, she is improving day by day, which is good signs. So in combination with the diet, the supplementation, as I said, the treatments help in overall reconnecting the blood flow to the kidneys, removing the toxins. Like I said, I give you all a simple recipe, as in the parsley. To use, you could use the parsley water for about a week. All right. Those who are not diabetic, the watermelon is excellent. Watermelon juice. You can add a little bit of like half to the glass, half a lime or lemon to the watermelon juice, and you drink that on a morning, and that also helps to flush the kidneys out. Okay.
All right. Brilliant.
So that's about sums it up.
All right. Well, we just out of time, 8:05 on the dot, gentlemen. So thanks a lot for the information this morning. Those of you who have kidney problems, if you have kidney problems, do not forget you could contact Eden Heights Clinic, and you could give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. All right, and the WhatsApp number is
493-9196.
That's right. I like Thompson. I give that 493-9196. I was waiting for Thompson. I said the WhatsApp number is. I don't like to give you the WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, thanks a lot, and next week, man.
Yeah. The ball head looking good, boy, on camera there, boy.
The what?
The ball head looking good on camera.
Yes, yes, man.
Yeah, man.
You understand? And it oil long and thing this morning, so it's good to go.
I seen that, boy.
Yeah, it's shining. Later. Have a good one. All right, man. People, we're going to take the final break. We only have about 3 or 4 birthdays, so we're going to get to that after the break. Stay tuned.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsayn, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
All right, so welcome back to Breaking Dawn. And we have about 4 birthdays here that we're going to get to. Let me just pull them up here real quick. I think it's 4, right? Well, 3 birthdays on our International Women's Day greeting, I believe. Yeah, so we get to the International Women's Day. Very proud moment and much happy to celebrate the 2026 International Women's Day with these 4 generations of beautiful women. Great-grandmother Zanif, grandmother Shariza, mother Shreya, and little Missy. All right? Hey, look at little Missy, Papa, yo. All right? Respectfully yours, Mr. Kurlal Rampasad. Kurlal, what's going on, man? Morning to you. Chairman of the SMRP Trinidad Caribbean chapter. And yeah, man, good morning to you and all the best, man. Nice. Also, we'd like to send some birthday greetings to Nima Ali, wishing her Allah's blessings. And she celebrated her birthday on the 9th. Sorry, she celebrated her 9th birthday today, Monday, the 9th of March. So she's 9 on the 9th. All right, and the greetings are coming from her brothers and sisters, her daddy Saeed and auntie. And we love her and enjoy. Thank you, Stefan. No problem, man. All right, there she is, man. Nima. Also, birthday greetings going out to Alexander Rampasad. Birthday wishes today to Alexander Rampasad. Happy 34th birthday, Alex. Wishing you success with all your passions and skills, enjoying them all with good health, happiness, and God's blessings always. Love always, Andre, Cherie, Nicolette, Stacy, Molly, and the family. Nice one. And finally, to Mrs. Ann Hicks, who will be celebrating her 65th birthday on Monday, the 9th of March. Best wishes to you from your loving husband, Luke, and wonderful son, Jay. We wish you live to see many, many, many more birthdays, great health, prosperity, and continued protection from God. So happy birthday to you, Ann Hicks. All right. So people, remember, we're getting ready for Run Stefan Run on the 26th of April. Registration is currently open online. Please go online, trinbagoevents.com, and get yourself registered, all right? Until tomorrow, have a safe and productive day. We are out of here. Goodbye.